Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of The Way of the Dragon featuring you got Bill Wilson here off to my right there at the top. You got Tommy, the hand model of Miha, Josh Risedam Designs, and of course, you got Jerry there, just painted. And we got Michael Lang, straight from Polar Bear Heaven. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're gonna be doing. Here, let me grab this. Here, Jerry, you got yours handy, real quick.
The big one or the?
I was gonna say show Tommy's because he's got both of them on his camera.
Yeah, so does Jerry. Jerry's got them right there.
Oh,
Now, you wanna explain that one, Jerry? What we're doing? You go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
This is the original one that we painted. The very first kit that we painted here on The Way of the Dragon, and the idea came from Stan, who's not with us anymore. So we're doing a little tribute today for him, and painting the original one, but in a larger size.
We went bigger.
So check that out right there. It's freaking huge.
Yeah, she's a big. Yeah.
All right. So this is what we're doing today, guys. And so everybody's gonna. We have somebody new, Bill.
Hey, look who's in the house, man! The maestro himself, Mr. Saul Alvarez.
Hey, Saul, what's up, pal?
Hey.
So this is what we're painting today. The original, first ever Way of the Dragon kit.
Yep.
With the idea from Stan, and this is a tribute to him. He's gone, but very missed very much.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, this is a nice piece, right?
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful.
This is the original one we painted when we first started. This is mine. I don't know if the other guys have theirs out there or whatnot, but
Yeah, well, let me zoom. Josh, do you have yours?
I do.
Okay, let's see. Here's Josh, Risedam Designs. Let's see your original one.
Oh, the original one?
Yeah.
Right here.
Now that's that's your original one, right?
Right.
Are you going to stay with those same colors, or you try something different with the new one?
I'm gonna change to like what colors I use, but yeah, I'm gonna try to, and maybe a little bit lighter of a flesh tone, but
Nice, cool.
we'll see.
Okay,
It's still early. So.
We got Mr. Lang there. There's his original one right there.
Yeah, I'll be lightening up the skin. I think I'm going to stick with the same colors, and I'm going to go with the white hair this time.
Yeah, I think that'll look nice with that reddish orange color that you got. With white hair, I think it'll look good.
Yeah.
And then we got the hand model here, Mr. Meha, Tommy. That's his original one. Nice. Now, here's a funny thing. The guys always give me shit about putting primer, like flesh tone primer down. Tommy did it.
Yeah,
So Tommy,
that's my primer.
yeah, Tommy's got to go to the corner now.
That's my primer.
Tommy,
I didn't paint with it. I just put a primer coat.
There you go. And then we got somebody new here, Mr. Bill Wilson. This is his first time doing it with us, so we're gonna be walking him through. So we'll go a little slower, so Bill, can get a feel of what's going on. So, and then of course you have mine. This is my original one right there. So I think I'm gonna stay with the same colors. I might lighten the hair up a little tad. I don't know yet. We'll see. But anyway,
that's what we missed. We're missing Thomas. Where the hell did he go? Cochran.
I don't know.
I don't know. So let me jump in here real quick because we got something we want to do. There's just painted saying getting ready. You got Chainsaw, Happy Gerbil. Hello, peeps. Stephen Kessel, good day, everyone. And of course, El Maestro himself. And then we have Jay
What's up,
McCann
Cliff?
modeling. So, before we start, we lost Dan back in last March. And we wanted to do something this March for his for the 1 year anniversary, but we were all busy, guys. You know, we all had a bunch of stuff that we needed to do. And we just couldn't get everybody together because of life. So we're going to be doing this is a tribute paint up, you know, because like Jerry said, it was Stan that suggested this for the very first Way of the Dragon. We've been doing this 2 years now, Josh?
Right, this is the 4th year, right? We're starting our 4th year, yeah.
Wow.
So if I remember right, we were all arguing on what the figure was going to be.
Yeah.
If I remember right, it took us months to figure it out. And then Stan just happened to jump in and show that. And we were like, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We all pointed at it and was like, that's what we're
and in honor of him, we're all going to tip a glass to him. So I've got my favorite beverage. It's an adult beverage, so children, if you're watching, you know, don't try this at home.
Hey, drink Gatorade.
There you go. Drink some Gatorade. This is to Stan Condling, our good friend, gone but not forgotten. So here's to you, Stan.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I love whiskey.
Smooth like sand.
So
Actually,
now,
I tried that whiskey at Wonderfest, and it's not that bad.
the Angel's Envy, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Robs, what's going on, brother? Okay.
Hey, Shannon, Rob.
Everybody's airbrush is clean. Everybody's good to go, right?
Kind of.
Sure.
So what we're going to do is I am going to switch my camera. If anybody want anything to say before we start, you know, if you got any
Colors.
Jerry's got a line of Warriors figures, and I'm gonna tell you, they're really cool. So somewhere in this feed, Jerry can pause and I'll put the camera on him and he can talk about his cool stuff. Also, we've got somebody in the feed right now, and I'm going to show it to you. Silver Screen Icons, and he's got some amazing stuff. You know, so we'll show all that too while we're doing this. So, anybody got anything to say before we start? Anything you guys want to discuss?
The colors we're using for the face.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to let me get my camera set up here. And I'll show you what I'm going to be using, and then we'll go ahead and everybody can show what they're using.
I'm new here, so I'll be showing everybody what not to do.
Whatever.
You'll be fine. I'm going to start with these three. This is going to be my flesh tone right here. This is a Steinores Light Flesh Tone. I put a drop of this pink, the dull pink into it, just to give it a little flavor. And then I take some of this Steinores green, I thin it down real thin, and I just, like in the shadows, I'll put this in there, in certain areas. And then I am going to be using, I'm not going to use MRP today. What I'm going to be using is Iwata New Worlds. So that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to try this stuff. Brandon over at Squadron gave me this to try out. So I'm going to add, there's going to be a little purple on like right around the cheeks and stuff, and, different highlights. And that's where I'll add a little bit of this. Not a lot, very, very little, So that's what I'm going to be using. Oh, these are the airbrushes I'll use. You don't have to use these airbrushes. If you got them, fine. If you don't, this is the Thayer and Chandler / Badger Omni 4000. It's also called, what is it called? The Apex, Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Apex from Ultimate Modeling. It's the same airbrush, great airbrush. I prefer this one more than I prefer my Patriot.
And that's a 0.5, right?
This is a 0.3.
0.3. Okay.
No, you're right. This is a 5. I'm sorry. That's a 5. And then this one is my baby, my Badger Sotar. people like them, some people don't. I prefer them. So that's my baby there. So those are we're going to be doing, and I'm going to be shooting at the Stynylrez. I have my air compressor set at 30, and then I'll lower it down as I start, with the rest of the stuff. So, Mr. Wilson, what airbrush you're going to be using?
The Iwata Neo.
Nice. So he's going to be using a Neo. Tommy?
I'll be using Iwata Eclipse, and I got to put back together, but I'm going to be using with an Extreme Patriot 105 also. And the colors I'm using are the Iwata New World, and I'm going to go in with I did Stynylrez flesh over the black, so I won't have to fight the black when I put the flesh tones on.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the neutral flesh, and I have the light flesh and the deep neutral flesh. That's mine.
The deep neutral flesh.
Yeah, that's going to be my darkest one.
And then we've got Mr. Lang. You're also using the New Worlds, Lang?
Yeah, I'm going to start out with the neutral flesh and then branch out to fair blush, or maybe add some fair blush to the neutral flesh just to pink it up a bit. And the Omni 4000.
Ooh.
And then we have Jerry.
Gallery Mobius 2.0.
Yeah, you like that airbrush, don't you?
I love it. Love it. And I'm going to use it to start off this set.
Oh, the Malifaux set, yeah. The Malefic.
Yep. Malefic.
I got that set. Maybe I should use that.
Go with that. I'm going to try to get that tone right here.
Oh, the purples and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
For her flush.
Sweet. And then we have Mr. Rysdam.
So I'll be using a 105 and a Sotar.
Okay.
And then paints, I'm going to be using Army Painter.
Mhm.
I've got the whole flesh line set. I'll just figure out what I want to use as we go along.
All right, Mike Summerby is asking, is this figure special order? This is a figure that's originally the file. You can find it on, I believe, CG Trader from Loot Studios. You can get it from Loot Studios. We bought the file. We had it printed. We don't sell them, of course. It's just for us. But it's a Loot Studios file.
Can I ask you an airbrush question?
Go ahead.
And I do it both ways, but I see some of you take the guard off the front.
I take the guard off of mine when I do, like with my Sotar, I don't have a guard on there because I get real close.
Okay.
If you're not comfortable getting real close, don't take the guard off because you can bend the needle if you bump it.
Okay.
But, usually I take the guard off because it's easier for me to clean the needle in between. I pick at the needle,
Okay. That's what I thought. I didn't know if it caused a different type of spray to come out or not.
No. What the thing you could remember to do, Bill, is get a couple of Q-tips and a little water. So if you start getting buildup inside there, you just clean it out with a Q-tip. Instead of picking at it, you can clean it out with a Q-tip.
I've done it both ways. I just was wondering.
So, all right, we ready, guys?
Yeah.
Let's hit it. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This is before I go, this is a kid from Silver Screen Icons, Mr. Saul Alvarez. This is the Dracula. He's got oh shit, I can't grab it. The London After Midnight. I'll show all those later. I'll have a video up with all these so I can show you guys those. But without further ado, let's get going. Let's see. Let me find a way to do this. All right. I'm gonna. If anybody wants me to put the camera on them while they're working, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to switch the camera over. Okay. All right. Here we go. So I'm gonna do. Excuse me. A couple of cups. Got a little cup here. I'm gonna drop some of this. before I do anything, I'm gonna paint that hair brown. That's gonna be because I think I'm gonna go with a blonde hair. We'll see.
Oh,
Was-
this is
Wasn't
blonde.
Thomas just here?
No, Thomas wasn't here. He didn't jump in. I didn't see him jump in. All right. Before I get, you guys can get started. I'm going to share this on the syndicate real quick because Facebook won't do it for me anymore.
Really?
Oh no. Well, I got to jump through hoops and put you put the stream key in there and all kinds of nonsense, and I'm not going through all that right now. It's easier for me just to share the live feed, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll
Yeah,
it'll go to my main page. It just won't go to the group pages, you know. Which it used to. It just they don't do it anymore. So for whatever reasons, they want you to use theirs, and theirs is buggy. I tried it.
no, I got it.
All right, here we go. Let me make sure everything's running here. I had to run out and make Jesus juice, man. I was out of Jesus juice. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? All right, glasses. I'm gonna lower this way so you can see what I'm doing. This is just some regular Stynylrez brown, not a lot, and I'm just gonna use this to block in the hair.
So everybody usually starts with the hair first.
Well, not really. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm starting with the hair because it'll give me an idea once I start laying down the flesh tones where I want to be, you know. And not only that, but brown. If you notice inside the collar here, that's what I got to get into. That'll all be brown, so easier for me to just do it like this. So yeah, this is mainly just to get the color in there. I'm going to talk about something else I did. I was testing out in the second trip. I just want to get all this. You notice I'm not too concerned about overspray because there's my shadows right there. And a little bit more there, a little bit underneath her chin there. And then I'll get this later. I mean, this is all going to be brown too, so whatever's in the airbrush, I'll just shoot it in there. Clean out the airbrush with a little Jeep juice. Oh, let me reach over. Sorry about that. Get that cleaned out. All right. And that'll be it for this airbrush. The rest of it's going to be done with soap. So I just want to make sure I clean this up. Make sure I get everything out of that airbrush. Pull the needle because I'm not going to use it. because I see a little left in there. All right, we're done with this brush. Move this to the side. Fix up the flesh tone. Now this is just base. This is not going to be the final. So once I lay this down, I'll shoot over to the guys and we'll see how they're doing. And then I take a drop of this. Maybe 1, 2, 3, about 3. I put 3 small drops in there, or 1 small drop, and then I'll cut it with some Vallejo. I'm really bad about ratio, guys, so it's probably about, I don't know, 65, 45, 50, 50, somewhere around there. I'll go ahead and mix that. And I got a nice little fleshy tone, a little rosiness in it. Whoop. Knock and drop. I'm going to run a little bit of Jesus juice through this to make sure everything's good, everything's working. I got a good stream.
Maybe I'll move it.
All right, let me get my my airbrush pot. And I got to put on. Let me get a glove. Couple of gloves. Yeah. Grab this. I don't need a lot of it. Very little. You see, that's about an inconsistency. So it's about 75% thinner, 25% final res. I don't want that real thick. All right, here we go. Check the stream. Here we go. You see the overspray here? I'm not worried about that. I only block the hair in there so it gives me an idea where how heavy or how light I want that flesh tone. All right, let me get some light on this. I know it's blowing it out, but I need the light. So okay, I'm going to minimize myself here for a second, and let's check out. Put it right on Jerry there. Okay, let me clean this airbrush out. Get this stylus out of here. What are you using for that, Jerry? The brown. Oh, the Nocturna? Okay.
Sorry, I was on mute.
No, it's
It's more
okay.
like a purplish brown. It's a malefic flesh. It's
Uh-huh.
the base color for that purple that I want to go with. All right, that's the color.
Nice. Yeah, it's on you while I clean my airbrush. So
Hey, Hangs in the comments.
Hey, Hang.
small break on the route now 40 miles before Waco, Texas. Sure, you will all have fun. Hey, just be careful driving, brother.
Have fun. Just doing his American tour.
Yep. Yeah, he started in New York, didn't he?
Huh?
He started in New York and then
Yeah, he started in New York and worked his way down to Wonderfest and then
down to Texas.
now he's in Texas.
Okay, we got that cleaned out. How you doing there, Bill? Not bad, Bill. It's looking good. Looks good, Bill. Tommy?
Okay, here I come. Put the first coat of flesh tone on her.
There you go. You use the what is it? The light, the deep flesh?
The neutral flesh. I went with the neutral flesh, and then I'll go in with the light and the dark to change
Nice.
things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Lang. He's getting ready to throw some paint on there. Look at him. Nice.
Got the first base coat on, so now I'm going in with the blush.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was looking at that blush, thinking, but I think I'll stay with what I picked. We'll see.
Look at Josh. He's all fancy with his pace, airbrush. Chingaderas there.
Yeah, the airbrush thing here.
The spray booth?
That's one of those pace ones, right?
No, this is the Micro Mark.
Oh, okay. How is it?
I like it. I don't know if I would pay the price that it is for now, but I for what I paid for it, it's not bad.
Yeah, you got a pretty good deal on that, didn't you?
I brand new. This one is like $500-600, and I bought it for $60.
Dang.
And it was brand new in the box.
You stole that fucker, man.
So,
You didn't pay it. You stole it.
Yeah, you didn't pay for that. You stole it.
and this one has the insert in the back where I can pull the paper. Has the paper rolled attachment on the back and
Oh.
Nice.
all the filters and stuff. I just cut up like this is a grate off of like air duct thing I found at work, and I just used those air conditioning.
Now, does the air go through the bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I had to make this thing so because you put that paper thing in there and it doesn't sit quite flat. so it moves, and then stuff would tip over, and
I see.
I mean, I make it work, but
We got Jerry here. Okay, so let me show you where mine is. You know, these fucking lights, man. I'm telling you. Excuse my language. There's my flesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit this with a blow dryer to make sure it's dry, and I'm going to seal that right away. Because if I make any boo-boos, I want to be able to wipe it. So
there's no mistakes.
there's always mistakes.
It's opportunity.
No.
So until we started painting these busts, I didn't use a hairdryer. And now it's just something I just do now. Hit it with the hairdryer.
Well, the guy on TV says there is no mistakes. There are only happy accidents.
Ah, I got a lot of happy accidents.
Mine are always not so happy. My flesh is a little darker than everybody else.
Well, what color are you using?
It's called Barbarian Flesh for a base.
Oh yeah, so you're using the darker one. Okay. What other color do you have out of that?
Out of what?
Out of the Army Painter stuff? Just that?
Well, I got Pixie Pink. That's the only flesh one I have.
Oh,
But I also got Vallejo. A bunch of different fleshes of Vallejo.
that's cool.
But I did what Gilbert did. I put just a dash of the pink in there.
La, 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 la. All right. So, well, I gotta try to move this camera a little bit. It's in my way here. I'm gonna have to redo my whole setup here. Give me a second here, guys. There we go. Let me come in from this way. All right. So there's her basic tones. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. This light is gonna be. Oh my! Let me do this. There we go. That's better. So there's the basic tone. So now comes the little bit of color that I'm going to add, and then I'll put the flesh tones on top of that. Now you don't have to do it this way. There's other ways to do it. This is just the way I do it. So I'm going to add a little bit of the green, like right here, up underneath her chin. Back in here. A little bit in there. A little bit in there. That's it. There's the green. That's all you need. You don't need a lot more than that. Let me hit this with a blow dryer.
Are you talking? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had my mic off.
I'm like, you see,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with I was gonna go with a this deep natural flesh, but that's too dark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a deep blush and then work my way up. But I'm gonna cut that this Iwata New Worlds. This is made by Createx. This Iwata paint. This stuff works really good with it. The 4021 producer. This stuff is unicorn tears for this, you know. And you know, when we seal, this is what we're using: the Krylon UV resistant matte. I have the semi gloss and the gloss. You know, it went up. I used to get it for $7.99, but with all the problems now, it went up $2. But the point is, this can here will last me a long time. You know, it's good stuff. Really, really good stuff. So let's get some of this blush on her. See, I'm gonna take a look at that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We'll get that. I'll get a little pipette. Now the good thing about this stuff is when you put the 4021 in there, you want to let it sit a few seconds, a few minutes, so it'll.
I also added a couple of drops of 4030 to mine.
Yeah.
I'm a Createx guy, so.
Yeah, 4030 is good.
Well, no, yeah, that's just to add along with the thinner, the 4021. There's a couple of drops of 4030 added.
Oh, you want to make sure you seal that real good, huh?
Well, that's that urethane, yeah. That just gives it. I don't know. To me, it just kind of adheres a little better. And
Well, yeah, it's a binder.
yeah, it's that polyurethane stuff. But you know me, I'm a Createx kid.
Yep. So here's the deep blush, and then I have the regular blush, and then the light blush, the fair blush. So we'll put a few drops of the. This is the regular blush. There you go. Saul's giving you guys encouragement. Looking good, fellas. So we'll add just a little bit in there. I don't want a lot. It's about a 50-50 mix. I'll mix that up. Let that sit.
You use those big cups, man. I use these little dinky ones.
Yeah. They're cheap Chinese ones from Amazon, and half of them
Yeah,
have
Mike's the one who told me about it. I got like about 1,000 of these things, these little dinky ones.
the bad part about it is half of these things have holes in them. You know?
Oh,
Cabrones. And then I got the fair blush. And then I'll go in with a lighter color because that's where my when I start putting the oils down. Oh, here comes my criminals. I can hear them coming down the stairs. The dogs.
nah. I got to take mine out for a walk finally today. Man, she went psycho.
That's all right. They know they're coming. That's okay. And that's Yoshi, the hoodlum. All right. So I've got the deep blush, fair blush. So those three, I'll start with this and then work my way that way. And now it's time to turn my air compressor down. I'm at 30. I'm going to drop it down to 25. Oh, what happened to everybody? Everybody's there we go. Make sure I get there. See, I'm using this darker one for shadows. Can you guys see it? You can see the shadows there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm using it for. All right. So that's it. That's all I need that for. So let me clear that out. Get that out of the airbrush. And then we'll start progressing to the lighter shades. If I'm moving too fast, guys, tell me. All right, now we got it. That was the deep blush. Now we're gonna move it into the blush. For that, I like that shoulder there. Just like that. All right, and that's the blush. Move that off to the side. And then we're going to fair blush. Clean that out. Oop. Dropping stuff all over the place. Oh, Steve. Saw would be finished by now. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. All right, once I put this last coat down, I'm gonna go over and we're gonna see where the guys are at. How you doing there, Bill?
Seems like we had a lot of visitors today, man. It was nice.
Yep.
Thank you
Hey,
for
Bill,
stopping by.
Yeah, your mic is off, Bill.
Yeah, I know.
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing okay, I guess.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Don't get discouraged, man.
Just little by
Tracy
little.
here. Hello.
Is that Mama Bill?
Yes, it is. He's looking over my shoulder.
He's doing okay, huh?
Camera's up here facing down.
Right now I'm going in with the fair blush,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna knock that fair blush down a little bit with some light net neutral flesh, just a little bit of a lighter tone. But this is just gonna be like for highlights now. So we'll come in right on that cheekbone there. There. Over here on this cheekbone. And then her chin there, her mouth, her nose. I'm gonna get her mouth. Like that. Some highlights on her forehead here. Like so. Move over to the other ear. We'll highlight the shoulder here. Come over to this arm. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a squirt of this in there, of light natural flesh, just a little bit of it in with this blush. Just a very little bit. That's it. 1, 2. There we go. Lightens it up just a little bit. Let me put a little bit more in there. 1 more, 2 more drops. There we go. A little lighter. A little bit more thinner in there. Thin that up. Just another cheek. Right there. Our nose. A little bit on the chin here. There. A little highlight on the shoulder. Like so. There we go. That's it. We'll clean this out. All right, and there she is now. Now don't worry about all this overspray. I'll go in and brush that all in there. You know. But there she is now. So while I'm cleaning my airbrush and sealing this, let's see what Bill's doing. All right, Bill. You seem lost, bro.
No, I just
Yeah, bro, that looks good. That looks really good, Bill. I know you don't think so, but it looks good.
thank you.
Okay, let me go. Sorry, I dropped something. I had to pick it up. We'll move over to Tommy.
Hold on, I'm at the booth.
No, it's okay. I'll come back to you. Mr. Lang. Nice. There's Jerry. That. Are you putting the? Is that the powders now? You're muted, Jerry.
Sorry.
Is that the? You put the pastels in there already?
Yeah,
Look at this guy. He's moving, bro.
I'm going with my first highlight.
Now, what pastel for those that are watching that haven't watched before? What did you use? If you don't mind me asking.
All right, hold on. I can barely hear you. So say that again.
For those that are new, that are watching, what pastels did you use for that?
I use a little bit of red iron oxide,
Uh-huh.
and then I use the deep purple.
Now, in case those people that are watching, they see how dark it is. Explain how that's going to go away.
So right now, what I'm doing is my base color was Malefic Flesh, which is pretty dark. It's got a very dark purple brownish tint to it.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm doing a highlight from the same series, Pale Flesh, which is like a spray over my first highlights and stuff. So I'm doing it right over the pastels. Start to blend some of those in. And once they get blended in, you won't see it so harsh.
What did you seal the pastels with? The Fix-A-Fit, right? Fix it. Yeah. That stuff is really good. It's really good. Keep your if you guys are using even automotive builders, tank builders, aircraft, if you're using pastels, that stuff there is really good. Really, really good. So, all right, let you get back to work here, Jerry. Let's move over to Josh. Joshua. Now, so people don't get freaked out, Josh. Why did you use those colors, and what are you going to do to blend them in?
Okay, my compressor just turned off. What was that?
Okay, because some people they'll see that and like, oh my god! But explain what you're doing, your process.
So I'm kind of trying to make like a dark side and a light side, but when I slightly spray like a light flesh tone over it, all the tones will be there, and I don't have to. I mean, I'm doing a lot with an airbrush, but it's just so I don't have to use so many flesh tones over each other.
Gotcha.
I've seen it on another video, and I'm kind of trying it out. We'll see how this goes.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, let me go to Tommy now.
So I got my lights, my darks, my base, and now I got to do some blending. And then
Now, are you gonna use the method that Jerry uses, or a combination?
I'll use the pastels, but I use them a little different. I use them as an over instead of under. So I take my pastels and I put them in lightly and blend.
Okay. Sweet. All right, so let me get back to me. Now I'm gonna seal this because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block in those eyes, and for that I use a dark ivory, an ivory color, and I'll block in her eyes. Just the color. I won't do the eyes yet. I'll just do the whites of the eyes. You know what? I'm not gonna. Let's not do. I'm jumping ahead. Let's not do that. I'm gonna seal this. And then I'm going to start working with oils. So I know I'm moving a little fast for you there, Bill. So if you got it sealed and you want to follow along, fine. If not, you can always go back and watch this to see what I was doing. So let me jump and put this here on everybody while I go and I seal this. I'll be right back. All righty. That's sealed. Glove off.
I just sealed mine too. I got my air booth right next to me.
Nice.
Vented outside.
There you go. All right. So, you see that? I'm getting ready to do some oils. So,
And she ran and got me some odorless minerals.
oh, there you go. There you go. Tracy, good for you.
She's out in the living room.
All right.
She's wonderful. She takes care of me.
There you go. All right, let's get this the oils. Now what I'm going to use is I use a combination of stuff, guys. So here's some purple. Let's see. A little lamp black, just a little bit of lamp black, titanium white, lamp black, Payne's gray, a little pale pink, what do I got here? Where am I at here? A hint of yellow, unbleached titanium white, a little bit of burnt pepper. And then I'll grab, what did I do with it? I got the MIG Optolong, the flesh set, but I also, out of this leather and wood set, this warm red. This warm red is really good. So, okay.
Okay, can you go through them colors one more time?
All right. I am using a diazonine purple. Any purple is good, but this is a dark purple. And I'll show you what I use this for in a minute. There's some dark purple, Payne's gray.
What purple?
Payne's gray.
No, the purple you said.
It's a dioxazine purple, but if you got any regular, this is a real dark purple, but if you got a purple of that hue, it'll work.
I got a red purple.
It'll work. You just need a very little. Payne's gray. I have lamp black. I use very little of this. This will be done like on her eyelids. Other than that, I'm not using a lot of this, like for shadow. There's a little bit of yellow, a yellow medium, regular yellow. This is, and I don't think you have this in your set, although she might have it in her oils. This is an unbleached titanium white.
Doesn't say unbleached, but that titanium white.
Yeah. Well, that I have that here too. Titanium white. You'll only use very little of this for highlights. There's some pale pink here. I have a little bit of burnt umber. Now, I'm laying them out, and as I'm working her, I grab a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I mean? So some of this might not get used. I'm just laying it out there so I have it in front of me in case I need it. You know what I mean? And then this flesh set from MIG is the Optolong. There's a sunny flesh right here. You've got this brown in here, which is basically the same as that burnt umber. So I won't use that. I'll just use this. This is a flesh shadow, and I'll use very little of this. And then for the most part, none of these, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But what I'll first start with is I need to get some color on her. So I take that purple. Now, the brushes I have, these are the ones that I use the most. They're all my oil brushes here. This brush right here is called a scrubber. You can get it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. This brush right here, this is a godsend. And then whatever brushes you got, it'd be good to have one that's let me show you.
Yeah, I went and I bought some crap Hobby Lobby brushes just for the oils.
No, those will work, man. Those will work. There's nothing wrong with those.
Oh, that's the reason I bought them, just
Yeah.
for the oils.
Okay. And I've got my thinner right in here. Let me move these brushes out of the way. Sit this here. I get this airbrush out of here. I don't need it anymore. So let me move the airbrush over here for now. Get this out of here. Put this over here. Move my paints. And I'm going to take this purple, and I don't need a lot, just a very little. Right there, that's all I need. It's not even the size of a pea. Get a little thinner on my brush, and I'll mix a little bit here. Bring it down. And then I dab it, take the excess off of it. And then right in here, I'll just put a little bit like that.
So you're actually just dabbing that.
Yeah, I'm not, And then I'll take a brush and then I'll just start moving it. And then I take that scrubber that I showed you. Now, if you've got some of these are godsend. If Mama got some of these makeup sponges.
Yep, I got some right
Okay.
here next to me.
So what you do is with the makeup sponge, you just remove all the excess. See that? That'll be dry tonight. I could seal this tonight. So. And with these things here, these little makeup sponges, you go in there and just smooth it all out. little bit more over here on this side. Let's see. We're going to go from the ear and then bring it down that way. You see that? That nice smooth blend. I see it. I don't know. The light's too bright, but you see your shadows now? And we'll have pictures up in a minute. I mean, the lights are real bright in here right now, so you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
I fell behind. I didn't see how you did all that.
Oh, it's all right. I'll show you again. Look, you take a little bit, very little. You see how the paper towel here? Hold on.
So that's the red or the purple. I mean,
What am I doing? What's going on here with this thing? Okay, there it is. This is the purple that I'm using. And I'm just using that as a shadow. Just like that. I'll come in and blend it in. See that? And because she's an elf, I don't want her to look, too much, we're going for some realism, but it's an elf, So.
And who actually knows what an elf's painted like?
Yeah, I mean,
right?
If you wait, I'll have a mushroom and I'll tell you what they look like.
You wait, what?
I'll eat a mushroom and tell you what they look like.
Oh, mushroom! I thought you said broom. I was like, what the heck?
Have me a mushroom.
Can you send out that purple oil?
What's that?
You send out that purple oil?
Very little. You see it right there?
It's the mineral spirits?
Yeah, just a little. I took the tip of my brush, put it in there, and then I mixed it. Very little. No. This is the part that drove me nuts the last time, getting up in here. Now clean that brush off. Dude, that sounds like me after a night of drinking.
What was that?
The valve
Oh yeah.
sounds
I got
like
I got a bad valve on my compressor. I got to order a part.
no. I said it sounds like me after a night of drinking.
Yeah, but no, my air compressor, it won't hold air because of the valve that comes out of it. It's a
Oh,
big shop compressor, and I took it apart and tried to fix it, but it's gonna need a new valve.
What's up, Brian?
Okay. Time for a break for me.
Yeah, did you do coffee break yet? There, okay.
pretty soon. Just let me lay down this purple down, and then
Deep purple.
we're gonna do a little cafecito.
But Jerry wants coffee now.
He's been up since Dark 30.
Jerry said he wants that cafe. He wants that Bustelo. Like
It's more like he needs it, but you know, but I won't.
Nothing wrong with Bustelo. Actually, I got to get some. I'm out.
I got some coffee me downstairs.
Huh? Coffee?
dude, the way as strong as I make the coffee, I can't have it right now while I'm painting. But we could take a coffee break in a minute here.
Yeah, then it else becomes an abstract art.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what. Because then my hands are like this, you know, bouncing all over the place. These makeup sponges, when you're blending that in, are your friend, guys. These guys know this, and anybody out there watching, if you're working with oils, these things are just invaluable. Like I said, I'll be able to seal this before we leave. But I probably won't do it. I'll wait. I'm in no big hurry. All right, I got the purple undertones down. I could have done that with an airbrush, but I like doing it with this, because for me it's more controlled. Over the years I've been refining my process. So let's go over here and let's see. Let's jump over to Jerry real quick while I get my cafecito ready. Okay, Jerry, the floor is yours, brother.
So I'm going a little darker on this side. The light's coming from up here. It's gonna be more like this. So I still gotta do the last highlight. It's got a little purple tone to it. So I'm gonna do a last highlight. It's gonna be the white flesh from Nocturna series. All right. I'm gonna go from the top, but from one side, like from here. So this is gonna stay dark. Most of it. All right. There you go. So I'm gonna start that now. Very light. Like that. Not too hard. Very light on the airbrush. So I'm gonna start from like this angle right here. So watch the arm right here. Now the ear. A little bit. Start off really light. Let it dry, and then we'll see where we're at. Just half of the face. Maybe the tip of this ear right here. Just a little bit. The light catch that. Not too much. A little bit of it. Those cheeks. See the difference? What in the shadow? Stay intact right there. A little bit in the back. Tip of the ear. So then once you do the hair, the eyebrows, the eyes, the lips, everything's going to come together. But right now it looks a little raw. All right. But I'm trying to get this effect. And she's a little bigger, so you can blend the colors a little bit. There she is right there. I think I'm happy right there where she's at. So I'm going to leave it alone. Then you have to come back and get some pastels over it, and lighten it up or darken it up. But
That's usually one of my drawbacks that I do is I'll look at something and I'll go just a little too far.
yeah, so that's why I try to stop. And if I have to hit it again, I'll do it with the pastels. You know what I mean? So I try not to until I put the hair down. So once you put the hair, it kind of tells you where you're at. I don't know if that's how you do it, but
trying to use the oils like it's either not.
right, let me while he's talking there, I want you if you guys look in the chat there, and I'll put it here. Oh, what did I just do? I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that.
I see Brian's in the chat. Hey, Brian.
That is a buy me a coffee. If any of this is any of any use to you guys, if you enjoy it, if you like to see more of this, you can help me to pay for the stream because I pay for the stream. So whatever you can donate is fine. If you can't donate anything monetarily, guys, please go to Just Paint It, subscribe, like, his page. Go to Rise Dam Designs, on YouTube here. Like and subscribe. Scale Model Kit Review on YouTube and Facebook. Like and subscribe. Jerry has a Just Paint It. We'll go through all that at the end there. He's also got a page on YouTube, so anything helps, guys. Anything else help us to push this algorithm a little bit. So, all right, what were you saying now, Jerry? You're doing what now?
Oh no, I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna wait to let it dry, and I'm gonna seal it.
Okay, let's go over to Josh. Josh, what you got going there? And your flesh tones are gonna go over all that, right?
Right. I'm kind of you can kind of see I'm just lightly putting it on, and it all kind of flows together, and you get a light and dark spot where they're supposed to be. So
cool.
Yeah, it's gonna look cool.
Nice. You see Mr. Lang as he's laying down some oils there. You got Tommy.
Threw a little lipstick on her just so it doesn't look so bland. But I got my shades in, so now it's time to it'll go to pastels. But I think I'm gonna block in my other primer colors first, and then come back to the face.
Okay, we got Mr. Wilson, dude.
Damn,
look
nice,
at you, dude.
You're ahead of us.
All right, time out, Ellie. You've painted figures before. Stop it.
No, this is. I just started using the oils, like following Gilbert here.
So, what do you think so far with the oils?
I like it. I used to only use the acrylic brush paint, and the oils blend a lot different and better and easier.
Oh, it's easy to blend, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, big time. And that's where I always had problems with blending and shadows and stuff.
And
the oils make it so much easier.
And here's the real cool part about that. If you had sealed that basic skin tone, you started the oils and you don't like it, you take one of them sponges with a little bit of that mineral spirits or whatever and just wipe it right off.
Actually, I did that once already.
Just wipe it right off. So any mistake you make with the oils, you can wipe it right off. Nice.
Very nice.
Excellent. All right. So what I'm going to do right at this moment here is I'm going to block in those eyes because it throws me off, man. I was talking about this to the guys last night. It just always throws me off. So I'm going to grab a brush here, small brush. This is my this is a Winsor Newton Series 7.
Show off.
I'm a when it comes to that, I'm a prima donna. I'm like Tommy says, I'm bougie. I'm bougie. So I've got a little bit of this. This is the dark ivory, so I'm not even going to bother to pour it. I just go in there and I'll grab some right here, put it on. This is a glass table, so I'll put a little bit on this glass table here. I got a little jar here. Put a little water in there with my squirt bottles.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Clean the brush to make sure it's not all up in the ferrule. Because all I wanted is on the tip, just the tip. Throw my glasses on, and then I got to get the cheater skeeters out. These things.
I gotta take a minute. I'll be back.
Go ahead. So I wanna explain something real quick. I've been experimenting with Prismacolor pencils, and I think the next bus I'm gonna do the eyes, the color, and everything, all with the color pencils. But what I did with this, and I was telling the guys, I went in, and I'll show you, because I painted over it, so I block in where I want the eye. So there's that eye there. And I'll come over here. And do the same thing right there. And there's the eyes, you see? So now it gives me an idea.
I actually like that for the eyelashes.
The pencils?
Yeah, I thought that worked way better than trying to use a paintbrush.
It works good. It works good on the eyebrows too.
Or that's what I meant. Eyebrows. Sorry. But you know what I mean? Like you get just because they're not, paintbrush is just not small enough.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you got a good paintbrush, you can get in there. All right, let me.
Oh, for real.
All right. Now, I want those eyes. I think I'm gonna paint them green eyes.
That sounds good.
Well, I want to. Yeah, I think the green looks good on her, especially if she's got green clothing on. I think the green looks really good.
You know me, green eyes, man.
I know you. I know.
Green eyes and red hair.
You'd be loving that green.
So I don't have that fancy Prismacolor like Gil does, but I do have my 50-year-old set of Staedtler pencils.
Those very expensive ones that you got there?
Yeah, well, these were, I don't know, I got them 50 years ago, so. Yeah, I guess I didn't use them that much because they look pretty long.
Yeah, I was gonna say those will work.
Yeah.
You could probably even use like a charcoal pencil too.
Yeah, I used to have those too. But...
Oh,
So, Gil, can you hold that up so I can see what you're doing with the eyes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm blocking them in. I'm going to go ahead and just paint the eyes now.
So what do you mean by blocking them in?
Painting them.
Putting in the white and the...
When you're putting
the ivory, not the white.
yeah, don't never use plain white on an eyeball. It just
It'll make them Google-eyed.
Like an ivory.
yeah.
Yeah, something that's not so white, got a tint to it. Bone ivory.
You could use a bone color. You could use a bone, an off-white.
I got bone white.
Yeah, that
That'll work.
do a test, on something and see, is it too white for the eyes, or is it like a nice mellow? Since I still have to do my pastels, I'm not going to block in my eyes yet. I gotta wait till I get the pastels in.
Thank you, Jerry.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you, Gil,
Yeah.
again. The rubber band trick. My hands are shaking when it comes to eyes.
I'll show you in a second. Give me a second here. Just let me block this in, and we'll get to those. We'll get to that rubber band trick right now. All right. Oop. Let me grab a rubber band real quick. I think I got some. Oh shit! I don't have any rubber bands out here. All right, here. You see my hand?
Yeah.
Let me find something that's at least. I don't have any rubber. Fuck! I thought I had rubber bands.
Well, I got a rubber band here if you just want to talk me through it.
Well, here, I'll just grab this piece of cord here. Give me a second here. Let me cut this cord here. All right. Let me tie it off real quick. All right. If this is the rubber band,
Okay.
if you guys have a problem with a shaky hand when you're painting details, I learned this in high school with my art teacher. You take your hand, you take the rubber band, you do this, see that? And then twist it. You want it on the tip right here, on that digit right there.
Just a tip.
Right there. And then you turn it. You see that? You see what I'm doing, Bill? Now I'm turning it. So it's like this here. And then I'm going to bring it all the way around and to the thumb. And what it does is it brings this finger, it locks this in because you have a nerve that's right here. And when you do this, you got to bring it around to the palm here. All right, Bill. So it's like this, and then when you bring it down, it comes around to the palm like this here, and onto the thumb. Hook it to the thumb. This is too short, but you bring it around like this, around. You got it right there on that first digit. You bring it around the palm, the back of your hand, and hook it to your thumb.
Okay.
Just a tip, Bill. Just a tip.
Yeah. Let me see what you. Let me go to you real quick, Bill.
Rolling down.
Just a tip. Just
You want it right on that? No. You got it too low.
Okay.
All right. Let's start again. Start again, Bill. Hold your hand. Yeah, right there. No. You got to twist it.
just a tip.
Now bring it around the back of your hand. No. Like this, Bill.
You can't see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
If your hand is like this, you take it. You got it like this. You turn it. So you got it like this here, right? Like that, right?
Yeah.
Then you bring you see how this is going to come down. You bring it like this. So the finger,
Oh, okay, so underneath. Okay. I know what you're talking about now.
and then you bring it around, and then you hook it to your thumb. Because what you're doing is you're hooking this finger down, like that.
Pulling
Like
that
so.
finger. Okay.
You see that?
So like.
Onto the thumb. You got it. Put it on the thumb, not on the base of the thumb. Bring it up a little from the thumb. Bring it up just a little bit more to like the bottom digit, right between here, right where the here. You got it, but right here. See that part right there on your thumb? Hook it to that. Now hold your hand out. That hand ain't shaking, bro. Hold your thing. Hold your brush in that hand. You could use it. What that does is it when you bend it, because it naturally, when you have that rubber band on there, it brings the hand down like this. And when it does that, that nerve that's right there, it stops your hand from shaking.
Now, for me, I have a problem with my wrist, and doctors gave me one of these, which I only wear when I have to, but
Yeah, and it keeps your hand from shaking.
yeah, it works. Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, I put that on, and then now my wrist doesn't wiggle so much.
You don't have to wiggle.
Yeah, wiggle.
No wiggle. All right, let me clean this up a little bit more. Put a little bit of paint here because it was drying too fast on that glass. PvP.
And it does make a difference.
And it doesn't limit your hand at all.
No.
And it don't cost nothing.
Yeah, just a rubber band. Had to clean up just a little. Okay. Close this off. Now I'll go to a painter's best friend, a toothpick.
I thought it was whiskey.
Well, that too, you know. You take a toothpick, file it down flat on one end, wet it a little bit, and then you go in, you clean up any cockadoodle you got in there.
Now the decision, do I paint the eyeball or do I use the decal?
What are you comfortable with?
Neither.
Oh. Well, I used to always paint mine, but Jerry got me to the dark side, so I'm a deco boy.
I got some Archer eyeballs.
The newer ones or the older ones?
The older ones, I'm sure.
Oh, the older ones they can fall apart in you.
Yeah, that's the problem I have.
That's why I was painting mine, because I had problems with them. But then I got the newer ones, and they're a lot easier to work with.
These I didn't even. Well, I guess I did. 2022. So it's on here.
I'm not sure when the newer ones came out.
Okay, I need a dark green. I need a very dark green. You shit me, all this paint I got now, dark green. I got all kinds of green.
Means you gotta buy more paint.
Yep. That looks like what I got to do, man. I gotta check the stash. Let me check the stash.
It's on your left above the refrigerator.
I got some right here. Well, shit, I got two. How the hell did I end up with two of those? Okay. I know there it is. There, I know I had some goddamn green. I know that. I know that. No, that's fucking liquid stuff. It's not what I thought.
Because I got are too small.
What's that?
Said the eye decals I got are too small for this size.
All right. I'm gonna have to use this. And of course, I never opened it. Okay, there we go.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Give me a second, Josh. Is that you sending a picture of your thing? Okay, I'll take a look at them in a second, Josh. Just trying to get these eyeballs blocked in. All right, let me get this back on this for a second. Got to click code. Now I need to darken that up just a little bit. It's too light, especially for the first coat. Take a little bit of black, set it here, and just do it. Yeah, that's better. Much better, much better, much better. Yeah, it's much better, much better, much better. Okay. Fucking washer popped out of this thing, and I got paint all over my hands. I'll make sure I get this. It'll end up on the model. Okay. How we doing, guys?
I get that. Let's get done, and I'm gonna rock in some hair color.
Has anybody ever used the technique of using the pencils to do the eyebrows?
Well, that's what I want to do next time.
I used a marker.
Yeah. Oh, come on, really?
Now I remember something. Right on this little piece of her hair, but there's flesh. got that one hair strand that comes down.
On the side of her head, right?
Yep. So I got to make sure I put the light, the face colors on that. Totally forgot.
White. Let me get a little white here. Bright ivory. All right, and there is her eyes. Tap. All right, I'm done with the acrylics. Back to the oils. I'm gonna grab it. Let's put this brush away. What's that? Okay, put that away. Make a little bit of red. Just a little bit of red. Then it just a little bit. I'm going to work on these lips. Now the lips ain't gonna stay this red, guys. I know you see them; they're like bright cherry red. They're not gonna stay that color.
Oh, kiss it for me.
Kiss it, baby, kiss it.
I screwed up your eyes, boy.
All right. So there's the base of the lips, but that's all gonna get muted down in a minute.
I'll give the eyes my elf. She looks mean. This is the best I can do with the eyes.
Hold on. Give me a second.
If I keep going anymore, I'll screw it up big time. With the eyeballs, I should say.
Hold on, let me see. What's wrong with them?
Not perfect.
They don't look bad.
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Okay. So how you doing the lips with the oils?
Yep. Give me a second here. Give me a second and I'll show you. I had dinner on that brush. Shit. Let me put a little bit more. I've got a little bit of that red in there. It sounds like my hoodlum.
I thought it was yours.
No, mine. That's what he sounds like. Sounds like my hoodlum. And then I'll take any excess that I have on there. There's the lips. Take those off. Regular glasses. Sorry about that. I had the dog down here. What the hell did I get here? The hell is this? Ah, it's paint. God damn it, shit. There we go. There she's coming along so far. What do you think?
Dang.
Gorgeous.
It'd be gorgeous.
My lips, I'm a little bit on the lighter red side.
What's that?
So I did the lips on mine a little bit lighter on the red side.
That's fine.
I don't know if you can see that at all.
Hold on, let me finish this and I'll jump onto you real quick. Just let me finish her ear.
The light is too real.
What's that? Let me see. That's fine. What's wrong with it? Looks good.
It's got pretty eyes.
You got to remember, you still got to put the eye, the bottom of the eye, little eyeliner on the bottom. You got to do the eyelashes. That'll all come together. You're doing good. Tommy, let's see you.
Oh, I'm just masking.
Oh, shit. Out came the tape.
Yeah, because I got to block in all my primers so I can proceed. So.
Oh, shit. Mr. Lang's doing eyeballs. Let's see, Jerry. Look at that. Yeah, you know what? You're close to the same color you had before. That's nice, Jerry. It's really nice.
I'm going to call it quits. I'm tired.
All right.
All right, brother.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
tired.
you had to work today, so.
Yeah, I was in early. So.
Take care, Jerry.
All right, fellas.
All right, brother.
Take
Sorry
care.
for you, but I'm cool. Have a good night.
It's up to you guys how long you want to go. So let me know. Because we could always put her down and pick her up again next week. So it's up to you guys.
I'd like to go at least 4.
Okay.
Well, yeah, 4 my time. I don't know. 4 a.m. How's that?
For your time, it's almost 3 my time.
Yeah.
It's 3:42 here.
5:45 here.
Yeah.
Like 5:45 here.
All right. How long do you guys want to go on? Tell
I
me.
think 6 o'clock is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me know. Okay. 6 o'clock. We'll call it and we'll leave it for next week.
Yeah.
Wait, 6 our time or 6 your time?
6 their time, 4 our time, Josh.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's like 3 something.
Well, I just want to say something. Thanks for letting me join in on this thing. I learned a lot watching you guys right now.
That's what we like doing. Man. This is our it helps people out, you know. If it helps anybody, you know, they're more than welcome to join in with us, you know. It helps that you got the same figure too, you know.
Yeah. And I've never painted anything using these techniques.
It's different, isn't it?
So this is basically like the first painting for me. You know what I mean?
Well, how do you like it so far?
I like it.
And see, the whole thing about it, everybody's got a different way to do it, you know. We're all using almost the same basic techniques, but like Jerry and Tommy, they primarily use the pastels. I have them, and I will use them, but it all depends on what I'm doing. And you see how I'm doing this with this thing here, Bill? Once I
Yeah,
lay-
I've been using that. a
yeah.
lot.
Once you do that, you smooth down with it, you know, and it blends, it smooths it down real nice. It gives it more of a homogeneous color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got them all here. I've been using.
Hmm. Well, I was going to use the Sotar. I guess not.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't know. I probably didn't clean it out well enough. The usual story.
Run some lacquer thinner to it if you got some.
Well, I mean, the nozzle, and the tip basically were in lacquer thinner all night. So I don't know.
Yeah, but if you were using it today, were you using it today?
No, this is the first time I've since then. Like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm done with it, guys. What do you think? I'll take a picture of it. Josh, you sent some pictures, right?
Right.
All right, let me take a look real quick. Let me take a look and see the pictures that Jerry sent a couple too, I think. No. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna present this real quick. Let's see. Okay, shut this off. Go to here. All right, there's can you guys see that? That's Joshua's. That's as he's
That's
just-
before skin tone.
yeah, that's before the tones.
And I only used one skin tone. I just made a color out of kind of what I had. And then once you see the pictures, it's like, right.
Okay, let me look and see. Somebody else sent something just now.
I just sent you one of mine.
Okay, let me look at yours. And this is, dude, that's not bad for your first fucking time, bro.
Hey,
You should be proud of that. That's Bill's right there. That's not bad, Bill.
That's not bad at all.
Nope.
thank you.
That looks really, really good. All right.
I try. Try it.
It looks good. Let me take a picture of mine, and then I don't have her eyebrows or her eyelashes done yet, of course. So Let me get this picture here. I'm gonna have to. Okay, where's my glasses?
Yeah, I almost forgot about the flesh in between that one strand of hair, like you were talking
Oh
about.
yeah, you know what? You don't want to hear something funny? The first time we did this, I didn't notice it, and I had to go back after I had everything done and touch it up because I had forgotten it. Now I'm going for more of a. I'll show you more of a natural look on her. There's mine, and I'll put it up in a minute here. Now this is what mine looks like.
Now, how long after them oils, like on the lips and stuff, can I seal that again?
What you do is, oh, hold on. There's mine right there, guys. You know, without the bright lights, you know. So that's mine. So I'm going for that natural look. You know, I think I'm going to stay with the brown hair. I like that brown hair. You know, or maybe a red. What do you think, Tommy? Red hair?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
What's that?
That's kind of what I was thinking was red.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the red hair. Okay. Let me go over here real quick. You see this right here, Bill?
Yep, I got them all right here. I can use
Okay.
them.
You take a clean one. It depends on how thick you laid it down there, but mine, I can literally shoot this right now because it's so. I took most. If you can see it, I took most of it off, so I just used it to tint. But I would wait, give it overnight, and then tomorrow get a clean one of these and just dab it. And if you see any paint on there, give it a little bit more time. You know what I mean? But you could usually seal that as long as you don't see any paint on one of these when you go to clean it. You know, you dab at it.
See, I'm dabbing at it right now. Nothing's coming on that sponge.
You could hit it with a clear in the morning. Wait till the morning, hit it with a clear. You know? All right. What you got there, Mr. Lang?
Some lips.
What are you mixing up?
No, that's just throwing that away. I might need to brighten this, dull this down a bit.
Well, you know what? I got time to do that. Let me do I'm going to do her eyebrows with the pencil. I have if I'm going to go with a red, now that's a cherry color. I don't want that. Well, I'm going to do her eyes real quick, her eyelashes. So I'm done with the oils for now. Let me clean this up, get it out of my way. close this up and I'll clean my brushes when we're off camera. So I'll move these brushes. I'll clean them all up once we're done. These are my oils, so I'll set those over here. Let me get this put away. Get my wet palette out.
That's what I was going to ask a question. How often do you guys use wet palettes
I use it a lot.
instead of these
Yeah,
sprays?
I prefer a wet palette because it keeps your paint wet, you know. So I prefer the wet palette myself.
I don't know, Bill. My thing is, still working, you know. I don't always get to paint every day, but if I do, the wet palette's great. But if it sits for a while, I don't find it.
Yeah, see, I don't paint much every day either. So
I don't know. That's my thought.
What I do, Bill, is see that I got a glass table here, right? A glass. So if I'm not painting a lot, I'll put a little bit on the glass and I use that, just like what you're using with that little cup. But if I need to come back and forth a couple of times, then I use the wet palette. You know?
right.
If I'm doing a longer session, if I do a longer session with brushes, then I'll use the wet palette. You know. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get her eyeballs here. So let me get a stick those in there. Get some clean water. All right, let me bring this way. You got a halfway decent. You can see what I'm doing. This fucking camera. It's time to get new cameras.
Haven't you said that before?
Yeah. But you know what? These C920s are bulletproof, you know? But
Yeah, so much so that's why they stopped making them.
oh, they're still making them.
No, I thought they make the 920S or something like
It's
that.
it's the same damn camera. There's nothing different about it. It really is the same camera.
I just wish we had more control on the Macs with them.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't like. You don't have control. The Mac had stopped. We stopped a while back supporting it.
But they don't support any cameras, to be honest. I can't zoom in on any of the cameras I have. But
Yeah, I can see mine zooms in and out on its own.
Is that a dog making a noise? Is
What's that?
that a dog making a noise?
It sounds like it, don't it?
Or do I have ghosts in the machine?
Nah, I've been hearing it. It's probably Bill's dog.
Oh, growling away.
Yeah, growling at you. Hold on, Tommy. I'll put yours up in a minute. Is that yours, Tommy?
Yeah, I just sent it. Yeah.
Give me a second here. Oh shit! You already got the hair blocked in too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the hair, the body. Yeah, I blocked it all in.
God damn, man! You took a couple of, and you tell me I'm fast.
Well, it's just blocked in though. It's not. There's no detail, and
There's Tommy's right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice, Tommy.
I like the red.
Very nice.
those are all Steino reds. The green, the pink, the red, the brown. That's just primer.
Yeah, I like that.
So if I put them next to each other, there they are next to each other, the old one and the new one. And yes, she will have green eyes
Of
and
course,
red hair.
of course.
I made this one a little lighter. So she's more of an Irish elf
An Irish elf.
instead of the Mexican elf I did the first time.
Don't go in the sun.
Yeah. So now I'll go back and I'll put some oils in the face. And then some pastels. I like the Josh's when he with that yellowish cape.
Uh-huh.
I like the way it stood out. Because I did the last one like in a brownish gray kind of something, kind of like you would use to hide if you're an elf.
God, that fucking eyeliner. Putting the eyeliner in is gonna be a bitch.
Yeah.
It is really raining outside. Holy crap.
What's that?
I said it is really raining outside right now.
Yeah. Oh man, we got that beautiful weather.
It's just hot and windy here.
Same here.
It's about 75, I think.
Tommy, it's almost time for you to get a coat.
No, under 70.
That's what I'm saying.
It is 74 degrees.
Where are you at?
Southern California. SoCal. About 10 miles north of Disneyland. Actually, 5 miles north, because we can hear the fireworks every night.
What, ice fireworks?
Disney fireworks, man.
You got a season pass?
No. I go about once a year, but I have a nephew who's a VP, an executive VP for Disney. So he takes me if I want to go.
I'm not much of a Disney person, more of a Universal person.
Yeah. I've only been to Universal once in my life. That was about 4 years ago. No, we're all big Disney fans here. I was actually on the design team for California Adventure, so
Wow.
yeah.
Well, that's all you guys got out there is just the 2 parks, right?
Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland. We got
I'm talking Disney itself has only got the 2 parks.
Oh yeah, California Adventure and Disneyland. Yeah.
Florida's got like what, 6 now?
Florida's got like 4, I think. I was at Disney World a couple years ago, and yeah. That Tree of Life at Disney World. I was on the team for the when we redid it. So
my dream is to retire, move to Florida, and work part-time at Universal Studios.
Oh, there you go.
I don't care doing what I'm doing. Just
yeah, like a Walmart greeter.
Yep. Drive one of the trams in the parking lot or something.
My dream job would be an engineer on the Disney train, but that ain't gonna happen.
Choo choo.
Yeah.
Tommy said he wanted to drive the choo choo.
Yeah, it's time for me to leave. So, had a great time.
All right, yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day here. Let me switch my camera real quick.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and go over here. We'll switch the camera. All right, let me turn this light off. All right. We'll be back next week, next Saturday, 3 p.m. Hopefully, and Steve Sutton will be here with us. So, guys, if leave it alone, just touch up what you were finishing up and then let it be, and then we'll pick her up again next Saturday, Or you can go ahead and if you feel like Bill, if you feel froggy,
Well, or if you're slow like me, you gotta get ahead of the game.
Or if you wanna go back and rewatch, so you could, I missed that. Let me try this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, just check your oils, and if you don't see anything on that, hit it with, what I do is I'll go off like about this far, and I'll mist it, let it settle, give it a few minutes, and then I go ahead and put a wet coat on there, just so that settling coat will settle it. That way you don't,
flood it.
I bought what you told me to buy.
That stuff is good. I'm telling you, man.
I just picked up a couple more cans the other day.
Yeah. Make sure you shake the piss out of it.
Yes.
It's a new can, so make sure.
Otherwise, if you watch some of the old videos and I shoot it without shaking it, and it just goes white spots, man.
Yep.
Oh, it's just like killer.
Yeah, if you don't shake it, yeah.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna let me end the stream here. I want to thank everybody that watched. If you got any questions, subscribe, drop me on my email, reddragonmodelworks@gmail.com, or you can, right here on Facebook. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next Saturday, 3 p.m. Bye-bye.
Bye.